Hey, what's going on, guys? Double 18 Set Shadow here. We're 1 month away from the release of Booster Set 4 Cosmic Mythos. I know it's still technically over a month away, but it is fast incoming. So, with that in mind, when considering the market, it is something to keep in mind that we're likely going to see some shift out of Fable in general as we move into newer strategies that come out of this booster set. And of course, in this booster set, don't forget, we have a collaboration with Code Geass going on as well. So there will be leader cards, alternate art cards, featuring characters from the Code Geass series, which this is something that really makes me want to pick up this set. Of course, when I was in Japan last year, by the time this had been announced, they didn't announce the collaboration for English, so I was picking up all these alt arts in Japanese instead. And then they went and said they're doing it for English as well, so I guess I'll be going for the English ones now too. In any case, that has gotten me interested in this set for this time, but otherwise we'll see where it goes as time passes. Now, going into singles for today, the first one we're going to cover is Mystic King, which hasn't seen too much of a difference in value since set 3 came out. When it comes to its base form and its legendary, the legendary is now underneath the base form, which is, or actually, yeah, that was the interesting thing I pointed out the last time I went over this card, is that when it comes to the super legendary of the Evo is above the base form. Currently, it's 468 and market price 778 for the base form. But the Evo is 849, which is almost double the base form, and the market price is 1026. But if you take a look at the regular legendary, it's 444 base form, 225 for the Evo, and the market prices are around that point too. So it's interesting to see that discrepancy. Why is the super legendary of the Evo higher than its base form super legendary when the regular legendary is not like that? That's still holding, and I don't understand why that's happening, but figured I'd at least point that out again. Going over leader cards from set 3, because it was brought to my attention that Light Tenryu has gone up in price, seeing a buyout, and is currently down to just 2 listings on the market, starting at $40. Its market price is $30.22. But if we take a look at some of the other leader cards, I've gone over Daria and Millie Parfait before, but there's also a Havencraft leader in here, Yuti Mace Princess, which, I don't know. She has some cheese on her staff there. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. But in any case, this one also exists and is $69 right now with 12 listings. Market price on this is $81.59, so it is down in value. If I recall right, it was in the hundreds when it first started out, but it's dropped off quite a bit since then. We've also got other characters from the Shadowverse anime series. Itsuki Mitsutakawa, who is at 8 listings and 2770 base. Market price is just under 30 there. You've also got Subaru Makabe, who is for Abysscraft, $17, and then market price 1970 right now, but 5 listings. So Light Tenryu's the most likely to get bought out here, but it's already high in value, so we'll see if players actually buy into it. Subaru's probably next in line. Well, it looks like Itsuki might have hit. I'm actually not sure if that's a he or she. Another thing, I have not seen. I saw the first season of the Shadowverse anime series, but I did not watch it through its entirety, and I have not watched any further than that, so I'm not even sure, to be honest. Surefire Bullet's the next card to go over, and this one has 2 different copies. It's got a gold from set 2 and a promo from the Shadowverse Showdowns, which the promo is the more expensive one right now with less listings, of course. 6 listings overall at $331 to start, and the Reign of Bahamut gold is at $2 with a market price of $232, so that's still pretty aligned. I'd say affordable. And when it comes to the promo, this card sees play over. This card continues to see play, so I would imagine it'll at least hold for more time. Soul Conversion. I wanted to go over this one because I had heard of a leak of the set of the what wow, I can't speak today. The next round of tournament promos, I heard that Soul Conversion was going to be in there, but when I looked on the official website, I didn't see any listing of it. So I figured I'd at least go over it right now, in that case. 10 listings available for this card, and this one is still selling for $2 and higher right now. It's consolidated around $2 with quantities. So if we do get a promo version of this, maybe this will drop at least a little bit. But even so, Soul Conversion has been a pretty regular staple for Abyss, no matter what deck you play, from what I've seen. Merlin is moving up in price for its base form on the Legendary, and the Evo is moving up as well, based on the market price that we see here. It's over $5 now, with a market price of $4.75 on the Evo, and $16 base when it comes to the base Legendary. The Super Legendaries, they're still much lower than their current market prices. $31 on the base form, $13.45 on the Evo. And when it comes to how the regular Legendary base is moving, that $16 is actually a lightly played copy, but we do have near mint copies under $17 right now. Not too many of them, though. Most of them are listed very close to 18. And when we take a look at how it's been selling, 18, 19 has been a common sell for the past month. So, and ultimately, until we get some more printings of Merlin down the line, I can only imagine it'll keep getting higher with later sets coming up. Ancient Elf, I mentioned how this one was also going up in value, but it's still kind of stagnant in its current valuation even after the initial price gain. The base form is currently $5 base, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is... I'll have to double check when we go into detail. In any case, the Evo version is still at $1 right now with a lot of listings. And the Super Legendaries, they're matching or crossing their market prices right now. The base form is almost matched at $12 to $12.46, and the Super Legendary is now at $7.83 base with a market price of $5.32. So that is actually moving up there. Yeah, as I figured. The $5 Ancient Elf is a damaged copy, and sales are at $7, around $7 and higher right now. There's no real consolidation of quantities on this one. Most sellers have just 1 or 2 copies of this. So, at the very least, it doesn't seem like there's a major buyout from one seller. So, there's still some room there to keep growing, but at least it'll stay down for a bit. Agnes Ton, on the other hand, has seen another big increase in price, where the Legendary base form is now $42 with 6 listings, and the market price is $33.62. To that point, the Super Legendary of the base form is now out of stock, and has a market price of almost $41. And you take a look at the Evo form, that's $11 right now base, and Super Legendary is currently $40 base. With the market price on the Super Legendary is $14.73 right now, so that's a massive markup. But the market price on the regular Legendary one is $14.35. If you want the signs, not too much going on that front. It's still underneath the market price for the base form, under $300 right now. And the Evo is $157 base, which is also under $167, which is the current market price. One thing I wanted to cover about promos, now that the BSF is in full swing, we have the listings for the promos for the BSF up on TCG Player now, including the winning promo for Bahamut, which, dang, that looks pretty cool. In any case, looking at some of the other ones that are available, you've got Explosion, Skeleton Fighter, Dragon Summoner, Flower Princess, the Tin Soldier, And you've also got Punk Devil, which has two different variants. It's got a regular Springfest version plus the Hot Stamp one. So yeah, that I actually need to double check how that one works. I don't remember there being two different variants, but that's the only one that has listings right now. I would just wait on these. $14 and $47. Yeah, just give it a few more BSFs and the price should go further down. The promo version of the Carrot, I wanted to cover this one again. 6 listings on this at $2 to start, and we do have movements on it where it's not really buyout, but for players who have 2 decks of Uma or ultimately play Uma and need at least 5 carrots, I guess they're just buying more quantities overall. But yeah, overall we've got 8 copies at $2 or lower, but the rest of them are starting to get above $3, so it is moving on upward in terms of value. And with the last BSF showcasing a lot of Uma, with the rest of BSF until we get to next month, we're likely to see this continue to hold its value. Execution, with the promo that we've been getting for shop tournaments, that has gone down in value and is almost matched with the base of the original silver. $5 for the original silver, while it's $6.10 for the promo right now, and 10 listings overall, which is a huge drop from the market price of $16.50 right now. If you were able to get these early, that got you quite a bit, but now that we have more in circulation, it's not as expensive as before. And from what I understand, execution sees less and less play over time, so that could also contribute to a decrease in price overall. Dark Offering, I covered how this one was getting bought out some time back. We have a few listings back on the promo, but it's now a solid $1 plus, making it one of the most expensive promos to pick up from the box toppers of set 1. It's $135 base, $139 market price, and the regular silver that you pick up from set 1, it's still just 6 cents to start and 28 cents for the market price, so not much issue there with 27 listings. And our last card is Ancient Flash. I wanted to cover how you have the foil promo version of this that you got from tournament packs, and you also have the foil premium that comes out of the set. But there's a huge difference in price there. $2.74 if you want to get the tournament promo, and if you want the premium from the pack, 74 cents is the base listing there. And the market price is, it's $121 for the booster pack version and $293 for the promo version. I am surprised to see that, given that it's effectively the same thing in terms of foiling. And I mean, you also have to consider when it comes to the starter deck, that one is currently $3 base, which does not make sense at all. Well, if you just want to pick it up budget, 27 cents for the regular silver. So again, I would not bother with picking up singles from the decks, but it's still interesting to see how the same foiling scheme, I should say, for the promo versus the premium, it causes such a difference in price for this. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.